I represent the University of Phoenix and serve as National Defense Relations Manager here in the Northeast. My question is to Colonel Gadsden. It was noted that since your return from Iraq, you've completed 2 graduate degrees. Certainly that's commendable under the best of circumstances. My question is, how did continuing your education, how did that help in your rehabilitation? And as a follow-up, how has it helped you professionally, and would you recommend schooling as part of rehabilitation?
It's a cliche, but you always have to continue to learn. I mean, I believe that life is about learning, and it doesn't always have to be in a formal environment. At this point, going to school was beneficial to me. It exposed me to a different way of thinking. Education is important, and we all need to find out what, college is not for everyone, but educating yourself and improving yourself is for everyone, and that ought to be a big part of getting on with your life.
Those of you who have had experience working with the VA system, what do you all see as some of the biggest challenges in an era of budget fights, budget cuts, red tape, and all of the other things that go along with the VA system? And I know they're working very hard to improve it, and yet there are still challenges there. For those of you who have had those experiences working with the VA, what do you all see as the biggest challenges for yourselves and tomorrow's wounded warriors as we progress forward with healing?
It has been absolutely great, except for the fact that I travel a lot. Every week I'm in a different city pretty much because of the things that I've been doing. And the hardest thing is, to me, my first initial thought was that, hey, the VA system's all in one system. It should be good. It should be easy. I can go to any VA. That's not true. Being all over the country all the time made it harder for me to get to the VA because I'm always in a different city. And then when I do want to go to the VA, I'm like, hey, I got this issue going on. Can you make me an appointment? And they're like, yeah. And the appointments are 2 weeks later. And then I just get to that appointment, and they're like, oh, well, you need to see this person. And then they make another appointment, and it's another 2 weeks later. And it's actually a month before I actually get seen for what I need to be seen. So as far as that goes, that's how I feel about that.
If anything, all you can say to the people in Capitol Hill is the VA needs more staffing and quit fighting over veterans' rights for votes. Okay? Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I am currently an employee with the Department of Veterans Affairs. Please, nobody bum rush me and attack me.
That was brave.
I am in the same boat. I still go to the VA, whether it be Washington, D.C. or the Polytrauma in Richmond. We are bringing more people on board. I don't know. I've only been there since March, but I don't know anybody that wakes up in the morning and says, I can't wait to go to work and screw over a veteran. We are bringing more people on. I believe we're moving in the right direction. So, and I'm not on commission, folks. So.
Thank you. We have time for probably 1 or 2 more questions. Yeah.
What is it really that keeps you going at the end of the day? For those who feel they have no hope, what would you say to them?
No one can get through this life alone. All of us have issues. I mean, every single one of us that's been to combat has been in mental health. It's a situation where you got to lean on the resources that are available. The VA is a huge resource. They have bumped up their capabilities in mental health tremendously. Lean on the people that are around you. Let them in.
My wife tells me a lot of times that my favorite comment is to shut up, suck it up, get a job, go to work, and get over it. So really reach down inside of you, find out what you're made of, and move it on, and quit blaming it on everything else. It's inside of us. We can do it.
And I think what I notice in this group is every single one of you has a great sense of humor. You realize that it's not all about you, and you give us a lot of inspiration. So thank you. On behalf of the American Veterans Center, I want to thank you for being with us here tonight for the Wounded Warrior Experience. And to all our service members out there, thank you for your service.